Hello there. You're welcome to my channel. My name is Big City and it's nice to have you again. On this video edition today, we're going to be looking at traveling and documentations for traveling, especially as a Nigerian. How to get the new Nigerian enhanced e-passports. 5 simple steps. Over the years, the federal government of Nigeria has reformed the immigration system because of so many abnormalities and what government feels that it is not actually right. Issues of fraudulent activities, impersonation with passport carriers, and basically because of the bad lights it's portend for citizens outside the country. So the government feels that it is very, very important to upgrade the standard of the passports and enhance it with some hybrid technology, and which of course is obtainable across the world. Now, before we go into the reasons why or how to get or access this e-passport stuff, let's just look at one or two features of this e-passport. Majorly, the introduction of the electronic document management system, the EDMS, is an advanced technology to synchronize all available information and put them in a particular stuff where it's going to be accessible by government and even government of other nations in case anybody actually go against a certain rules or norms of another country. It's going to be easy for agency or government functionaries to actually access information wherever you actually go wrong, and they can trace you to your route. That's one of the most important thing. I think it's actually very good for government to have a synchronized database for anyone carrying the passport, so that when you go to another country, you misbehave or you go against their rules, you're going to be easily tracked down to your village, which is very, very important. Secondly, it is equally going to be used for effective communication and status of the applicant. And of course, it's going to be very, very vital for elimination of human interface. Now, this part, elimination of human interface, is very, very important because government felt that obtaining this passport thing has caused so much trouble between citizens and the agents or the staff of the immigration department, where fraudulent events comes up. People collect cash money from people and they are imposters. They are probably not staff of the immigration office. They tend to pretend as if they are immigration officers and they collect money from you. Some way, somehow, you can access it, and there's going to be stories and issues coming up. So government felt that the issue was impersonation, imposters, fraudulent people trying to defraud people of their money and eventually do not give them what they actually required. So government felt that it's very, very important to get the e-passport up and rolling. So let's jump right in. 5 simple steps on how to access the Nigerian new e-passports. The first thing we want to talk about is for anyone trying to get this e-passport, that means the person actually wants to engage in traveling, whether for trip, business trip, medical trip, whatever trip, leisure, tourism, whatever trip you want to go, you need valid passports. So let's start from the first step. The very first thing is try and confirm if your state where you domicile or your area, what availability of this passport, because sometimes the immigration officers will tell you there's no available documents, there's no available passport, so you can't apply at this time because they don't have supply. So the first thing is to check with the immigration office if there are the availability of passport where you can apply. That's the very first thing. You must be updated on what is available before you apply. If you apply without the passport being available, you're probably going to be wasting your time. Secondly, get the valid or the approved website that is where you can apply. There are so many websites online that looks like the authentic government website for in Nigeria where you can access the passport. But of course, you need a valid and approved authentic website. If not, you might probably be paying into somebody's account. You might be paying into a wrong system where some people can just take your money and off, or something that looks like it. So the first thing I would advise is go in person to the immigration office or get a direct contact of the immigration office, put a call through to them, and make sure you're speaking to the immigration office, verify it, confirm it, or you go to the immigration office to get the direct website where you can get the authentic information, where you can supply your details, and then eventually you start processing. Having get the website, which I have on the website, I am going to like display the website for you on my channel here. You can see it, you can copy it out in case you want to do something like that in the nearest future. Copy it out. That is authentic site. And of course, the one you're seeing on the screen, it's the authentic one, but of course you want to verify it. You can verify it, you can confirm it before you supply your information on that site. That is two. Thirdly, upon getting the website, you need certain requirements, the things you need to get. Some of the things you need to get. You need to get your national identification number. You equally need to get your national ID card. Of course, every citizen should be a card carrier, a national identity card. You must have that. You must also have a birth certificate. You must equally have a local government identification clearance, as you must get it from your local government authority. It must be signed and approved by the local government senior officer in your locality. That's two. And then, if you're you're married, you need a marriage certificate, because by the time you start filling all this form, some of these questions will pop up where married, single, marriage certificate, and all stuff. All these things will pop up, and then you need to supply some of this information. Another sensitive document you need to equally have is you need a police report. You need a police report to get you cleared of all crimes. Okay? No nations will admit a criminal or harbor a criminal that is coming from another criminal, knowing the fact that the person is a criminal, and then they allow him visa in his country. No way. So you need to clear yourself of all charges, anything that is incriminating. So you need a police report. Okay? So moving in from knowing all the documents that is required to get a passport. And then lastly, if the person applying is below 18, yes, if below 18, maybe a teenager, 15, 16, 17, or below that, that person will need a parent's clearance, a letter from the parents or the guardian to attestate, seeking the consent of the parent that they approved of the teenager or the underage getting a passport. Okay, those are the few documents that is actually important to get for obtaining the new e-passport. Okay, moving ahead, the third stage, you need to fill in the forms. When you start filling the forms, you get a point where you need to make payment. There are several categories of passports you want to collect. So many passport categories: official passports, standard passports, and all. But majorly, I think the one that is well spread around is the standard passports for traveling, for tourism, and all, which is 32 pages. You have 32 pages, and then you have 64 pages. Yes, for someone that is not a regular traveler, will actually go for a 32 page. But if you are a random traveler, like you're a business person, you travel all the time, you go for a 64 pages. But ordinarily, I think the 32 pages should be okay for anyone that is aspiring to travel or tourism, for education, and for leisure, or for visits. I think 32 pages is a standard one you need to. So you choose the category of the passport that you wanted, and then you see the price and then you pay. Now, anyone can pay. Once you have a debit card, you can pay correctly as long as the site is an authentic site. Just like I said, everyone should verify the site before you put in your information. Make sure it's an authentic site that is derived or you got from the appropriate authority, because some of these websites can look alike, and when you dip in your information on it, you put your bank details on it, that you can probably be scammed. Okay, so make sure the site is authentic, is well verified before you supply your information before the payment is made. Upon making your payment, you move to the next stage. Now, the next stage after your payment has been made is print out all the documents that you are filled in. Print them out, get a confirmation of all the payments you make. You have your receipts, you print them out. And the next thing is visit the information and immigration office. You visit the immigration office for what we call biometric enrollment. There is no how you supply information online and sit in your home and expect miracle to happen. You need to still go to the immigration office. On getting to the immigration office, you are going to have some biometric activities. You're going to be snapped. You're going to do thumb printing and every other thing that you need to do. But of course, you need to appear to verify all the information that you supply. Going to the immigration office will require you supplying the originals of the informations you actually use in filling up the forms. You need to go with the original documents for them to verify your documentation and to confirm it that everything you have supplied on this website is actually being confirmed and attested to, and then you can move on to the next stage. Upon the biometric enrollment, you get an application number. Now, the application number is what they use in processing your informations and making sure that everything is well in place. Your application number is there, and then you have to wait for an appointment. Okay, you have to wait for an appointment. Basically, the new trend of the passport thing is after information has been supplied, after you must have done your biometric, you need to wait for a period of 1 to 3 weeks. 1 to 3 weeks. There is no automatic collection of passport now. That was then, they do it before. But right now, as we speak, the new enhanced Nigerian e-passport, you can't get it instantly. You have to wait for a period in Nigeria. I'm talking about in Nigeria. What's obtainable in Nigeria? You have to wait for a period of 1 to 3 weeks. It doesn't mean it has to be 3 weeks. You can get it within 2 weeks. You can get it within 10 days. You can get it within 15 days. You can get it within 8 days, depending on the time of submission of your information. If your information comes about the time they need to round up whatever conclusion they have with submission, that is to be faster. But if you submit the application about a particular time that is slow, then you have to wait for the complete period of 1 to 3 weeks. And then when the applications are completed and submitted, you will be informed to come back, because of course you have an application number, message will be sent to your phone, all your details are there. So when your passport is ready between the first and the third week, you are going to be contacted through text messages or through phone call or through emails, and then you can come in and pick up your passport. Upon coming back to pick up your passport, you are still going to do some of that biometric to confirm that you are the original person that came for the first part. So biometric the first time, biometric the second time, you have to do it again to confirm it, and then you sign, and then you pick up your passports. It's as easy as that. Now, one thing the government is campaigning about is government is trying to get rid of middlemen. The activities of middlemen has actually drawn the government attention to the fact that they felt that the travel passport has become a commodity on the streets. So government felt that it shouldn't be that way. A travel passport is a very, very important document of a country. Okay, so this should not be a commodity that a middleman can come in between. You want to get it, you go online, fill up, and then pass through the procedure, do everything right accordingly, go to the office, do your biometric, follow the procedure, wait for the time to incubate, and then they call you to come and pick it up. And then that is it. Okay, if there's any question you have in respect to this, please drop a comment below. Let me know what you feel about it. But I tell you, getting a Nigerian e-passport is as simple as that, what I just said. Do not get in contact with middlemen and activities of fraudulent people. Do it. If there's any question you have in respect of this, I just did drop some information concerning this. So if there's any question, please do not forget to drop information below for me. I'll answer all the questions that you want. Okay, my name is Big City. It's nice having you listen to me and watching my video. Please do not forget to subscribe on this channel if this video has done you well. If you find great value in it, please subscribe to this channel, share the video, tell a friend, and give me a thumbs up so that it can help someone to see the video. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video.